So the broths, will allow you to absorb a lot of minerals from
But
bone
not in the
broth.
right form.
But it's going to
Unavailable.
thicken, harden tissue.
Right.
Not to help, clean lactic acid out of the body, not to help neutralize anything in the blood or over acidity.
Is there a way to soak bones in warm water with some kind of maybe apple cider vinegar that would actually pull out some kind of nutrients that would be
Might take months
okay.
to get a balance out of it.
You could just let it sit. I mean, it's kind of like a high meat. You would just let it sit.
No.
Would that no?
It just hardens, dehydrates, and becomes.
But in a liquid or like.
Yeah, in a liquid. Yeah. Steep it.
Okay.
Yeah. For months, that's good.
In the sun.
And I would probably put, if you've got a cup of water, I'd put 4 drops of apple cider vinegar in it.
In what? In the bone marrow?
I just said, if you've got 8 ounces of water, you put 4 drops of raw apple cider vinegar into the water. And then you put the bones in that to let it sit for a few months.
And then
You're going to get some of that out.
You've never tried that, right? You were saying that.
Well, it was so much time consuming and a hassle, and I kept checking and checking.
You did actually do that.
Oh, I tried it. I've experimented with it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Probably the thing that worked the best was I took fresh bone and I had a good stainless steel hard grater and I shaved the bone.
Right.
And then let that soak for a week in some raw apple cider vinegar and drank that. And I could tell the difference.
You wouldn't be getting the sharp part of that?
Sure, but you get it, if you've got enough mucus,
You'd be okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Just break it down anyway in your stomach.
Yeah, the hydrochloric acid will break down bone.
Yeah.
If it's shaved and thin like that.
Right.
Of course, if it's soaked in the vinegar water, it's softer.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it is.
It's softer.
So 4 months you did it for that.
That was the longest in experimenting with hard, solid bone. But the graded, the longest I ever waited was probably 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
You leave it outside in a jar?
Yeah.
Seal lid?
I did it sealed and unsealed. It didn't seem to make a difference.
So you just grate the bone?
Grated the bone.
How much did you grate down?
Well, I graded down a lot, just because I put in different jars and experiment with different ways. I did it with lemon juice, and lemon juice helps fermentations, and it helps bacterial breakdown and fermentation, but it doesn't work with bone very well. So.
What will that do for you?
Aajonus, are you saying that
Minerals.
Bone marrow, raw bone marrow, is as effective at what Steve is saying?
No. We're talking about minerals.
Okay, so you're talking about minerals coming from bone?
Where's my bag?
Yeah.
Yes, minerals from the bone.
You're not talking about bone marrow?
No.
Just the minerals from the bone? And
Because
which particular minerals are you talking about?
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
I'm just saying that, a bone has so much that you really can't extract in any other way, it seems, but heating, but I guess you could from putting in something acidic, I guess, or
Shaving it and putting it in something
So
acidic.
are you saying that if you have if you're cooking bone...
That's why I was saying that in the beginning, that it seems like that's the only way to extract those.
So you're saying if you're cooking bone in water, that it actually extracts the minerals?
Yes, it does. It breaks them down, and they don't bind together anymore. It destroys the ion attraction and magnetic sealing of it, so then they'll fragment just like any cooked food does. And if you're doing it in water, of course you got water penetrating in there, as a solvent. So you've got it all coming apart. So you've freed up those minerals, but they're cauterized. So they're good for building bone and hard skin, but not live skin. They're not live bone. So it's like, let's say, like you live in the desert, okay, and you go barefoot. You look at these Arabs, and they've got 1.5 to 2 inches of callus. There's no live cells in there. That's all dead cells. It's like a fibroid tumor. Well, that's the way when you build with that kind of mineral content, you don't build live cells. You just build mummified tissue. and it expands the girth, but not the life.
It'd be hard to get rid of that once you grow that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You have to start eating tons of vinegar to start dissolving it and getting
You don't
rid of
want
it.
to do that.
And then you're going to dissolve your teeth and your
Right.
nerves, and you're going to have a lot of imbalances.
It's not a good idea to do it then.
No, you don't cook your bones to get that kind of minerals out of it.
No, I mean, to grate it and what you were talking
Yeah,
about.
that's fine. That's fine. That's a good way to get those minerals if you want bone minerals. But eat cheese and honey.
That's
Yeah.
much easier.
So Travolta and Costner, you were saying they're big because of that.
All of the cooking of broths and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
It's all that minerals that can't be in live tissue.
So it's all
Because it's cauterized, so they build it into bone and thickness of skin.
So the body's
They're
not
like
using
different
the
people.
minerals.
Yeah, they're completely different. Look at me. I'm the same size as I was when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Same bone structure, nothing's grown. Look, I just saw my cousin today. I'm a year and a half older, a year and 9 months older than he is. I mean, his skin is thick, it's broadened, his nose is huge. You know, I don't get all that because I don't eat cooked food. I don't have all those cauterized minerals to add all this adipose tissue onto my body.
So you're saying that their bodies are not using the minerals.
Well, they're using them to build tissue, girth, but no life.
They're dead ions.
Dead ions. They're just like,
Calcium, everything. Yeah.
so the body's not doing anything.
No, it's just like adding plaster,
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, it's not alive.
it's not live.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like you can cut away at it and it's